Finally, the day has come. I can't wait for this day to end and the rest of our lives to continue tomorrow.
Who says it's going to continue? It's going to be...
I know. Gosh.
Of course it's going to continue. It's going to be fine.
If Donald Trump gets elected, Hollywood has hell to pay. Because he's going to take it out on all these celebrities who have been trash-talking him for the last year, at least according to somebody who knows him super well. And that would be Piers Morgan.
Yes, who's, of course, worked with Donald Trump on Celebrity Apprentice. And we got Piers Morgan out and asked him what he thought Donald's reaction was going to be Wednesday morning, whatever the result is. Like you said, Hollywood, beware.
I feel like this election and everything, it's about who gets the bigger celebrity to support them. Beyonce supports Hillary. Do you feel like people in Hollywood will be shunned if they support Trump? Because a lot of people are very outspoken.
Well, all I know, obviously, I did Celebrity Apprentice with Trump, so I know him very well, and he doesn't tend to forget. So all these big stars who've been lining up to back Hillary is absolutely fine as long as Hillary wins. Should she not win, I could see a very cold, deep freeze descending on Hollywood as President Trump wreaks revenge.
I think that's so interesting that he was so open about that Trump, you know...
Holds a grudge.
He holds a grudge. And by the way, there are a lot of celebrities that would be in that deep freezer because they were out in force last night.
I guess my question is, what does it mean to have a celebrity, to have the president hold a grudge against Hollywood? Like, how does that functionally affect anything? Like, what does that mean?
Oh, I'll tell you. Hollywood loves feeling part of the political process. They love, because it creates it elevates them to a level of importance that they want. And
they love going to...
they love looking important.
They love playing events at the White House.
Yeah.
They love going to those...
But they love the importance of it all, and it's the grandiose... I hate to say it, because, you know, part of it is, you know, everybody has a view about government and everything else, but there is a certain amount of grandiosity in the whole thing that, oh, I was invited to the White House.
So my question is, do you think that there are celebrities that would visit a Trump White House if he asked them to come?
Absolutely.
I don't think that list is very long.
Well, that's the point, is he's not going to ask them to come. Now,
Well,
no one would be going to the White House.
Even if he did,
no more White House visits.
Even if he did, I don't think that a lot of them that have come out so strongly against him would go.
Well, one of the things, look, if he wins, you have no idea how he's going to govern and what's going to happen. And sometimes, you know, I'll tell you, one of the most reviled presidents in terms of the actual election, since I have some historical reference here, was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was hated by Democrats and by liberals when he was elected president.
But not by Hollywood.
Oh, yes, he was. He was by old Hollywood. They liked
loved
him, Frank Sinatra, but I'm not talking old. I am saying he was reviled by younger Hollywood people, you know, the Barbra Streisand's and others.
I was going to say, who was younger then?
Well, no, but they were all young people. I'm sorry, that's what happens to people.
They were young. I was trying to think about who was young then.
But Barbra Streisand was young, and there were Shirley MacLaine was young, and all of these. Warren Beatty. And Warren Beatty was young.
Warren Beatty was young?
Warren Beatty was the hottest stud in Hollywood.
He was young in like the 70s and stuff like that.
No, he would have been like in his early 40s, right?
Okay, anyway.
Right, that's not young Hollywood. That's like saying
young.
Okay,
Leonardo DiCaprio's young Hollywood. No, he's like 40.
Okay, so here's the thing. So last night, you know, in terms of who was going to be squeezed out, Hillary Clinton had everybody last night. She had Madonna in New York City, you know, who performed this concert.
She had Lady Gaga, Bon Jovi.
It was a huge show of force for Hillary Clinton last night by celebrities.
You know what else she dominated in? And I guess you could say she's kind of, well, I was going to say she's dominated through the entire campaign, but not really. Social media, Donald Trump has clearly had a presence there. But last night, she definitely, I would say, trumped him in the social media realm, because she did the thing that everybody's been trying to pull off. We haven't done one of these because we would suck at it. But
we would probably suck at it.
We never do the cool stuff like that.
I know, because we did Ice Bucket.
Yeah. But we didn't do like the Harlem Shake. Our Harlem Shake could have been dope.
Our Harlem Shake would have been awful.
We missed out on the Harlem Shake.
Our Harlem Shake would have been awful. But Hillary and some very famous friends pulled off the mannequin challenge. Looks like on board her jet.
It was.
Yeah. Here's my problem with the mannequin challenge. Where's the music? They didn't do it with music.
Well, they turned the volume on at the very end.
At the very end, once it starts, they start
Because they
moving.
didn't want
By the
any-
way, somebody screws this up. Somebody screws it up here. Do you see who it is?
Hold on.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Somebody's going to screw up the whole thing.
Not Huma.
Going to screw up the whole thing. No, it's not Huma. Did you miss it? Did you see it?
I didn't see
Hillary,
it.
right there. She blinked.
Oh,
Hillary
she
blinked.
did.
And there's a Secret Service guy in the background who moved all
listen,
the way.
they have to.
Bro, you can
It's their
only
job.
stare at
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi for so long before you gotta,
They did
you
make-
gotta drink it all
Well, she's
in
got to
at some
figure out, you
point,
got to
man.
blink before the camera gets to you. And then she just, look, they got to her and she starts blinking. Like, come on, Hillary.
Angel Marino, Aim High, Detroit. You know, I incline to agree with Piers Morgan. And revenge, revenge, revenge. It seems like Donald Trump, when he gets those reactions from his crowd off of words he say and they like it, he tends to push it. And when Beyonce and Jay-Z supported Clinton at the rally a few days ago, he mentioned, what is that, hip hop? What is that? Like, what is those words? And that particularly struck me. I would even go even further to say he would probably even want to boycott some hip hop or rap in general.
Well, I will say this.
I don't think there'd be a lot of hip hop artists playing at the Trump White House.
I do want to say something.
Yeah.
Revenge is the mother's milk of politics. That is the way politics works. That when you win an election, it is all about it's half helping your supporters and half revenge against those who vote against you, and that happens when the majority changes in Congress. It happens when presidents get elected. It is the nature of the beast.
It's sort of
To
what
our
it's
detriment,
what
right?
exactly. It's
Yes,
the thing that
to our
grinds
detriment.
everything to a halt.
To our detriment.